Hi, I'm George Febish, and today we're going to talk a little bit about driving in Italy. Now, some people consider this to be a major risk. It's not. I've driven for years there. The Autostradas are like the main highways you find anywhere in the world, 3 lanes wide at least, and the difference is that the left lane really is for passing only. Don't go in the left lane and just sit there. If a car comes up behind you, move over. The middle lane is for a little bit slower driving than the left, not passing, and the right lane is the slowest lane, and that's for trucks and vehicles that can't get up to high speeds. Italy also has speed limits by lane, so the right lane is the lowest, the middle lane's a little higher, and the left lane is the highest. Now, when you're on the Autostrada and you need gas, or you're hungry, stop at the Auto Grill. These are all along the Autostrada. They're great places to use the restrooms, to get gas in your vehicle, and to get food in your bodies. The food is great. It's not like in other countries or the US where you stop along the turnpike and you're getting only greasy fast food. Here you can get pizza, you can get pasta, you can get sandwiches. There are also a lot of touristy things where you can buy souvenirs, you can buy pasta to take home and things like that. So stop in, they're an interesting thing to walk around, enjoy yourself. You can have a drink too. Don't drink too much if you're driving. I like manual transmission because as you get off the Autostradas, especially in the mountains, you get these mountain roads that are hairpin curves going up the mountain. They're not for the faint at heart. Sometimes there's guardrails, sometimes there's not. I always figured with an automatic transmission, if I lose my brakes, I'm dead. With a manual transmission, I can downshift, slow the car down somewhat, and run it against the side of the mountain to stop it before I go over. So if you can drive manual, that's the best. It's also the cheapest way to rent a car in Italy. Parking in Italy is posted. There's signs that'll tell you when you have to pay for parking or if it's free. Usually there's a meter. The meter is somewhere. They're not meters like at every car. They're pay stations. And sometimes they're a little walk away from where you are, but don't not pay. You get a ticket out, you put it on your dash, and that gives you your parking for the number of hours you paid. What I like to do, and one of the reasons I love driving, is, for example, from Rome to Naples, A1 Autostrada. Nice road, you get down quickly, but as you're driving along this road, if you look up to the left, there's a big mountain. On that mountain are a lot of very interesting towns. Some just hung off the side of a mountain. I like to stop, I take out my iPhone, I look, say, that town is this one. Put a GPS in and route myself up to the town. Have lunch or a coffee and a cornetto. It's just a great way to see these little cities of Italy, which are just as important if you love the country as the big cities are. Okay. If you're predominantly going to the large cities, Naples, Rome, Florence, Milano, and so on, you don't want to have a car if that's all you're doing. Take public transportation, take the trains or a bus, but the trains are the best. A lot of times in the historic centers, especially in Rome, you're not allowed to drive, and you have to get a permit. Now, hotels sometimes will issue permits, but you don't want to do this. It's hazardous driving. The roads are one way, they're very long. I remember one time I was putting in my hotel to the Pantheon on GPS, and it was in walk mode. It was in drive mode, and I forgot to put it in walk mode. And it said, and I knew the Pantheon was very close, and it said, 45 minutes. What? How can that be? Put it in walk mode, and it was 15-minute walk. So sometimes driving is so bad because you have to drive out of the historic center, around, and back down into it at a different spot. don't do it. Toll roads. The Autostradas are typically toll roads. The cash lane usually has a line, but you can pay cash there, euros. And there's a credit card lane where you can use a credit card. There's also telepass lanes. Do not use these. These are kind of like Easy Pass in the States or SunPass in Florida. You have to subscribe for them, have an account, have a sticker or a device on your car to get through there. They will come after you if you try to go through without it. Don't do it. Yeah. Last thing about renting a car is you should have an international driver's license. This does not mean you don't need your regular license. The international is just a way that the police can read who you are and information about you and your driver's license in their language. So it comes with all the different languages, and if they don't speak English, they can understand it. They still need to see your driver's license if you're stopped. But having an international will save you a lot of grief and time. They're very inexpensive. Get them at AAA, and just bring it with you. It's a part of life if you're going to drive in a foreign country. Here we have a secondary road, lots of bridges, easy traveling. Tunnels in Italy, there are plenty of them. Here we're on the Autostrada, 3 lanes, a divider in the center. One day I found a town up in the mountains, and this was the road up, very curvy. Side streets in Italy can be very narrow. You basically can park but can't get by. Here's a secondary road with a truck. You can notice it's very hard to pass. There are bridges and buildings connected that you have to get under with a car. Be careful. Here we have a secondary road through the mountains. Beautiful scenery. This shows how narrow it can get. Make sure your car fits. Another narrow road with cars parked. Be careful. Some towns 1 day a week have a festival and close the road. If you normally take that road, just beware. Another problem in some towns is streets can be blocked by these machines. You call your hotel, get a code, put it in, and the machine goes down. Once you get through, watch out for pedestrians. The preferred transportation in Italy is a Vespa. They go everywhere. Here's one car we rented in Italy. Wonderful, easy to drive. Here's another black car. Again, easy to drive. Of course, the Fiat is the car of choice in Italy. Beautiful. Here's the Citroen we're picking up at the airport. Nice car. Parking in small towns is easy. Just watch for the pay machines. Here, street parking looks like it's free, but it's not. There's a pay machine about a quarter mile back. Thank you for watching this video on driving in Italy. It can be fun. Use caution. If you're afraid of doing it, take public transportation. But there's a lot of little cities that the trains don't get to, especially up in the mountains, and you just aren't going to miss those if you don't drive. Or hire a driver and go that way. If you like it, like below, check the bell so that you get notified of new videos that I post. And for now, ciao and arrivederci.